Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have any other significant Sagittarius placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Sagittarius, what I'm hearing here right now is good news. There's some good news headed your way, or perhaps you've just received good news. Or something that's exciting. But there's also something here, Sagittarius, about that whatever this good news is, it also comes with a little bit of anxiety is how it's coming through. Like I'm getting this sort of like activation in the solar plexus, which is the third chakra represented by the color yellow, in the stomach area. There's like an activation that's happening there in your solar plexus. So it could have to do with like your confidence, your willpower, your determination, your drive, your ability to create. All of those elements are coming through the solar plexus. Like your beingness, your fire, your passion is also included in there. There's an activation there. And at the same time, though, it's perhaps causing a bit of anxiety. There may also be an activation of a wound that's coming through there. And it feels like very past, like something from the past where perhaps like your confidence was torn down, or like you're like, I don't know, there's something like that happened where like you lost faith in yourself, or like you felt like you couldn't do something, or like you didn't have the power or the willpower to do something that required a lot of strength. So maybe there's something like that coming through for you. It could also be like energies of like not believing in yourself, right? Like not believing that you're capable of something. And I feel like there's something here for you, Sagittarius, of healing that wound in your solar plexus, but it's coming in the form of like good news. Like it could be something of an expansion. Jupiter, which is your ruling planet, is in Cancer now, so there's a shift in the transit there, and Jupiter brings gifts as well, like gifts of expansion. So there may be something like that for you, like an expansion of some sort, perhaps in Cancerian realms, right? Like Cancer is the fourth house, which represents home and belonging and stability and security and all of that. So there could be something of like an expansion that's happening in that area in your life. But it's also coming through with this energy of like, can I actually do this? Is this actually possible? And like this belief in yourself of whether or not you can actually do this. And of course the answer is yes. But you may be feeling anxiety or worry or concern about this particular area in your life because there's a bit of like a wound healing that's happening, and but it feels very positive in that like you're almost there. Like I don't think healing ever has an ending per se. I don't think like everything happens in cycles, everything happens in waves, so it'll always come back. But I feel like in some way, but I feel like I think it comes back, but in like lesser degrees. But anyways, that's a side note. I feel like there's something here about this particular wound is not something new. It's something very old. It's something that you have been working on and you have been healing. And you're almost at this point of like completing a particular phase in this healing journey. And I feel like part of like what the next step will be, it's like it's not time yet. There is this like energy of timing that's important, which could also trigger anxiety, of course, because it's like, especially if it's something where you're like trying to prepare for something in the future, like almost wanting to like rush to get there. And it's like, take your time. There's no rush for this. Anxiety can make us feel like we have to move faster, and it's like you can take time to pause and rest and rejuvenate your energy before whatever it is that is coming through. You may actually be going through something like that right now, where it's like resting or pausing, or like getting a break from something where it's like you're going to be really invested in the future. So just be conscious of that sort of anxiety kind of energy. I am also getting, there was this reading I did for you, Sagittarius, which I will link above, which said something like this opportunity was made for you. So you may want to watch that reading. It almost feels, again, like this happened in yesterday's reading, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, the Cancer reading, where it felt almost like a continuation from a reading from a few months ago. So again, you don't have to have watched that video. I'm going to treat it as a separate thing, but it may have relevance for you. So watch it if you're interested. Okay, Sagittarius. Yeah, so just being conscious of like anxiety. I do feel like the image that I was receiving from this deck, I was sort of seeing like the fire ant, but now I'm seeing like the phoenix, where the fire ant is coming through as being like a wound from the past, but the phoenix comes through with this energy of like burning particular impurities in karmic energies. So I feel like that's what you're doing. It's almost like you're burning up the impurities of some previous wound that is almost finished healing. That's how it's coming through. Like it may be like whatever this energy is, maybe causing like a mild irritation or something like that. It's like you're clearing out the impurities that were left over from that. I feel like there is also something there as well with like, it's just coming through as like, you're so close to the finish line. You're so close to the finish line and it's like, this is like the final push towards some particular goal. And I feel like this ending point, whatever it is coming through as being like, it will be like a particular, event that marks the healing of this wound, if that makes sense. Like it's something where it's like this event, whatever it is, this event, this date, whatever it is, this Wheel of Fortune kind of moment, this expansion, it feels very Jupiterian, like expansive and abundant. Whatever this event is for you, it feels like it marks, like symbolically, like the completion of this particular healing cycle. Like, and it feels like it has something to do with like your triggers, like, or particular trigger or particular wound that is being healed, right? Like that's the sign or the mark of something being healed for you. That's how it's coming through. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius. You may want to watch the last Cancer reading. Okay, let's pull some cards for you, Sagittarius. The Elementals Oracle. Again, it requires patience. Like you're so close to the finish line. Like that's how it's feeling. You're so close to this like end goal, whatever it is. Like don't lose sight of that. Okay. Darkness, moon. Yeah, okay. I do feel like you are in this like healing cocoon is actually how it's coming through. There may be sort of this like feeling of like wanting to withdraw or to like sort of like tend to yourself. This is also coming through as being like rest and quiet before something emerges is actually how it's feeling though. Like because the focal point of this card today is the sun energy that's behind this, right? It's like there's it could be something like 7 days or like a week or something like that that's coming through for you. Like the last quarter might be significant because we just passed the Sagittarius full moon actually, so maybe soon, like the last quarter cycle of the moon might be a particularly relevant time for you. I do think that this is a resting energy in preparation for something big like that, like big or like a monumental event. That's how it's coming through. But it's the rest before that happens. A discovery of something. There could be something happening as well, like, okay, because this energy has been coming up. This came up in, like, I don't remember which reading. It was one of the last couple of readings. Maybe Scorpio, or the one before that, Pisces even. Of like having been in a movie theater for a long time and then you go out into the sunlight, right? Like it's like from darkness into light. That sort of transition is kind of how it's feeling for you. And now I'm getting Scorpio energy, Sagittarius. Because of course Sagittarius is also the sign that comes after Scorpio, isn't it? Yeah. Interesting. So it's like from darkness into light for you, Sagittarius. So there may be something as well where it's like your eyes need time to adjust to whatever this is. Like it's something like that where it's like you're stepping into the light, which feels like a really positive energy. But because it's so bright in comparison to where you were, you need time to adjust. That's how it's coming through. And I feel like as well, whatever this light energy is, it's also revealing the last little bits of impurities that are present in your solar plexus about whether or not you can actually do this. Like your own belief in yourself, of whether or not you are actually capable of doing this. And of course the answer is yes, because it's already... like, whatever this is already, on some level, present for you. Like, it's already started happening. It's already in the process of happening. Like, you're already seeing signs of this, right? It's already in your reality. But on some level, your eyes still haven't adjusted to it, is kind of how it's coming through. So it's kind of like there may be confusion or there may be, like, a lack of clarity, which is interesting because it's almost like there's too much clarity that it's causing you to not see, metaphorically. That's how it's feeling. Where it could be something like that. Like it's so bright that you can't see. It's blinding. And it's not a bad thing. You just need time to adjust, right? Like that's how it's coming through. And you have Comfort Hearth at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There may be... so just be conscious of this, Sagittarius, in the adjustment period, however long this lasts for you. It could be like a week or whatever. But like in this adjustment period, you may seek comfort, right? Like you may be seeking comfort or like things that are familiar or like things that are soothing, energies that help you to sort of like relax or that kind of thing. So just be conscious of that, making sure that it's not getting into like overindulgent areas, but just being conscious of that, Sagittarius, and no judgment if it does. I feel like it's just something here where the adjustment will take time. That's all I can really say about that. It's going to take a bit of time. Okay, so... but it feels like good news. That's the thing. It does feel like good news. And you are capable of whatever this is, whatever this new thing is that is coming through for you. Like you are capable of doing it. I feel like there's like it's what I'm seeing here is like some sort of like, it's like after you've healed something, like physically, let's say, like that spot is a bit tender. That's just how it's coming through. Like there's a tenderness in this area in your life. So again, take it slow. You don't have to rush into anything. It will take time to adjust and to build up your strength and all of that. So take it slowly. It's just how it's coming through. Okay. So it's okay. Yeah, this feels like the Cancer reading may have a message in there for you, Sagittarius. Because of this energy of like nurturing something, nurturing something with so much grace and compassion and like watching it grow. An adjustment period is just how it's coming through. Okay. Sagittarius, the butterfly. Yeah. Oh, it's not in reverse though, is it? That's interesting. The butterfly. That feels sort of like your world is being turned upside down, Sagittarius, but in a good way. But as I was picking that card up, it said, like, what I was seeing was, like, after a butterfly emerges from the cocoon, they can't fly right away, right? They have to wait until the wings dry and, like, unfurl, like, especially with moths as well. Like, the wings have to dry. They have to take shape. They have to become stronger. They can't fly right away. That's how it's coming through. So it's kind of like you're a butterfly that's just come out of the cocoon, or is perhaps a little bit afraid to come out of the cocoon. Or it's like the emergence from the cocoon has been a bit disorienting is how it's feeling. The colors orange and blue might be significant for you. So that's the sacral and the throat chakra. So it could be something about expressing passion or expressing creativity or flow energies or creating something or putting something out into the world like that. There could be that energy that's coming through for whatever this is. Like there's a little bit of I want to say timidness, right? Like it's like I actually feel like the cocoon has broken open, but you're almost afraid to step out of it. That's how it's feeling here with the darkness card. But it's like right behind you is the light, right? Like that's the opening. Maybe you're just taking time to adjust to the light. That's how it's feeling. But so there may be this sort of tendency to fall into familiar patterns is how it's coming through for you, Sagittarius. Again, that's not a judgment. It's completely natural. I also feel like there may be like part of doing that, like falling into familiar patterns, is helping to reveal things that are no longer working for you, right? Like that's part of the process that's required for breaking through or burning through the impurities or like the things that are no longer working. Like if a butterfly tried to return to being a caterpillar, they're going to quickly realize that that's not how it works anymore, right? Because they have wings now. So it's kind of coming through like that. There is this feeling of like feeling vulnerable with this darkness card of like wanting to like protect yourself from this new vulnerable state is how it's feeling. Especially with the comfort energy. So just being conscious of like falling into familiar patterns. You're a butterfly now. You have wings. It'll just take a bit of time for the wings to dry. That's how it's coming through. Okay. The nightingale. Yeah. More throat chakra energy. The butterfly in this deck also represents the heart, which is interesting. It's like your heart is unfurling, but there's like so much tenderness. Like being very gentle with your own heart, Sagittarius. I feel like that's part of it as well. The nightingale talks about the throat chakra and the bridge between the heart and the throat, right? Like what it is that you're expressing. Music could be particularly relevant to you, or just speaking or messages or expressing something from the heart. That might be part of the vulnerability of like expressing something from the heart. Yeah, fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. Okay, yeah. I am getting a bit of shyness here, or a lump in the throat with this card. I feel like there is also, because there's a lot of throat energy coming through, but also the solar plexus, of course, was also emphasized. There may be something about like having confidence to speak is how it's coming through, or having confidence to express something from the heart is how it's feeling. Like, because it does feel kind of vulnerable, or like feeling shy, or like wanting to mask one's true voice in that way. Like I am getting, okay, so you have the bat at the bottom of the deck, which is this closure energy. So again, it's something that's closing out and healing, but I'm also getting this energy of the raccoon. Again, this feels more like past. I feel like you are almost at the finish line of crossing this like boundary that feels like it was a cycle of the raccoon, which is this energy of like remaining in the shadows, or being like overly critical of oneself in terms of like what's being expressed or what's being said, or how, like an artist who doesn't want to reveal their true name, right? Like, or like using a pseudonym, for example, instead of like your true name. Like there could be something like that for you. I feel like that's closing out, but I feel like there may be a period of time where you may fall into that pattern, which is perfectly normal. And again, there's no judgment on that. Just to be aware of that, if that does happen, that this may be sort of like a mechanism to protect your vulnerability, or an area in your life where you feel vulnerable. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. Yeah, the cobra. Okay. Interesting. I feel like, okay, because you have throat chakra energy, right? A throat chakra energy, but this is coming through a sacral chakra energy. Like, it's very passionate. It could be sexual, but it doesn't have to be. It could be creative as well. I feel like this is what is causing a bit of anxiety. Whatever this energy is here, the cobra. Okay, you have the swan at the bottom of the deck, which is really beautiful. This is a very like attractive energy is how it's coming through. It's very attractive to you, whatever this is. And it could be something like an opportunity. It could be something like whatever this event is. It could be like something that you're preparing for. Because this card also talks about like Sorry, just need to take a moment with this one. Uh, this also comes through with this energy of like teacher student. It's very distracting, whatever this energy is, but in like a very positive way. Like it really draws you in. It's very alluring. It's very attractive. This energy is. But I feel like you're not focused on it, Sagittarius, because it's almost like when you do focus on it, it becomes distracting. That's how it's feeling. Like it's like that's the only thing you can focus on. And so it may even be that you're not turned towards it, because this to me is looking like whatever this energy is, it's like you're not facing it, right? Like even the way that these cards are coming through, it's like you're not facing the Cobra. You're focused on this other thing, which is the butterfly in reverse. I do think that it is meant to be in reverse, but it's like, it's because it's kind of feeling like you're not wanting to step out of the cocoon, because what's on the other side of the cocoon is this, right? And it feels like something where it's like, this is something, okay, I'm going to read the Cobra 1 second, because that card talks about when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, yeah, pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. The Cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The Cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the Cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Yeah. It's like the teacher has appeared, but the student is saying, I'm not ready. That's how it's coming through. And it's like wanting to go back into the cocoon. That's how it's feeling. But so take this how it resonates, Sagittarius. Maybe you are the teacher and there's a student or whatever who is trying to go back into the cocoon. And it's kind of like there's like this waiting and pausing energy of like, being really comforting, or like, because there's the phoenix. Okay, you have the swan and the phoenix, right? And then the bat again. You're closing whatever this thing is, and then the cheetah. And stingray at the underneath that, and spider and owl. I'm just pulling out all of these animals because I feel like you're at the end. This could be a dynamic with you and another. Like with this Cobra, it could be a person, but it doesn't have to be. It could be an opportunity, or whatever. It's like, this is the new thing that you're going to be focusing on in the future, but you're still closing out the end of a past cycle that has to do with like karmic energies, like lessons that you have to learn. Like that's how it feels. You're closing out a particular cycle where you were learning a lesson about expressing your heart, right? Like expressing something from the heart, or expressing what your heart desires. And I feel like the new thing is here. It's waiting. It's ready. But it's like you're not focused on it. That's how it's kind of, you're trying not to focus on it, maybe. It's like, not yet. Like, not yet. I'm not ready yet. Or there's still something that needs to happen before that. Like, it's kind of like you're not ready. You haven't gotten dressed yet. You haven't, like, prepared yourself for whatever this is. And it's like, take your time, Sagittarius. I really do want to emphasize that. I feel like this energy is waiting for you to be ready. I think that you are ready. That's how the message is coming through like that. You are ready, but it may just be like last minute jitters, or like this energy here of the Phoenix of like closing out the last little bit of impurities, for lack of a better word, that may be surrounding this tender area, right? Like it's like there's like tenderness, like I feel like there may also be a bit of anxiety or fear about like this new energy being really intense with the Cobra, like very intense energies. Very intense energies, or like, because that it's like so bright. It's so bright that it's blinding, right? Like that's what this energy feels like. And so there may be sort of fear about that, like it feels like it would be like all consuming, or like But the message that's coming through with that is that it's just because it's new, and that you will adjust to the intensity of it, is how it's coming through. You will adjust to the intensity of it. Like it's like, because I feel like whatever this is like maybe you feel like you haven't had enough time to adjust to it. Like it's because it's like moving from pitch black into bright sunshine. Like that's not how it happens, right? It's like maybe there's fear about that. I don't know if that's actually true though. It's like I don't know if it's actually going to be like that. It's like when the sun rises, it's gradual. So it's a very natural transition. It's not like from dark to light in 1 second, but maybe there's a bit of fear that it's going to feel like that, like really sudden change, when I feel like the change might be a bit more gradual. I don't know. But it feels like maybe that's what you're resistant to. It's like you don't want there to be sudden change, because that would be overwhelming, of course, to anybody. But I feel like this is the Cobra doesn't, well, it can be sudden. Let's pull more cards. 1 second. It can be sudden. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Okay. Maybe you're feeling rushed. Because it's also coming through as being like, you're saying, I'm not ready yet. Like, for whatever this is. And it's like, don't lower your standards for that. If you're not feeling ready, then you're not ready, right? I feel like what the energy is saying is that you are. There's just a little bit left, right? That's how it's feeling. There's just a little bit left. But the new thing may already be sort of like there, wanting your attention. But it's kind of like saying, Sagittarius, like, take the time to finish what you started. You don't have to rush just because there is an energy there waiting for you. If it is for you, it will remain, right? Like, that's how it's coming through. Don't lower your standards, or like don't compromise your sovereignty for the sake of whatever this is. Because I feel like there is something here where it's like your heart needs to express something. Like this is like almost like the final challenge, right? Like that's how it's feeling. Like it's not a test but you may be feeling like that, like, because it again, the fire ant keeps wanting to come through even though it's not present here. Like there may be a fear of the intensity of whatever this new thing is, or caution, because in the past there may have been something of like a fire ant energy, right? Like aggressive, or painful, or uncomfortable, or like fiery in a bad way kind of energy, which is the fire ant. Invasive, like too much, very extreme. I feel like maybe that's what you're guarding against, like trying to not get into that territory. I feel like it's not though, because this feels kind of like it's an opportunity. but one that is like so attractive or so alluring or so intense that it may bring fear or worry or anxiety because it's a tender area already. Like it's tender and it's healing, in the process of healing, but almost done healing is how it's coming through. Okay. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. The eagle. Yeah. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah. Like, it's like you're so close to the end of whatever this is. I do feel like this is something that you want, the cobra, because it's attractive, right? It's attractive to you. It is something that you want. It's something that you are moving towards, but it's like you have to finish this first. That's how it's feeling. Whatever that is for you. You have to finish something first before you can focus on this. Yeah, because you have, this card talks about integrity. That's how it's coming through. Like, your sovereignty, like, what you believe in. It is feeling like it is not challenging, and not challenging, that's not the right word, but it's like you have a set of expectations or boundaries or something like that, and like this is like sitting right up against it. It hasn't crossed a boundary, is how it's coming through. This energy hasn't crossed a boundary, but it's right there. That's how it's feeling. It's like right at the boundary, waiting for you to step out or whatever, like come out of the cocoon. I feel like this energy is very respectful. It's waiting for you. It's paused, but it's also like very focused on you. If this is a person, it might be, it might not be, but it's like their energy feels very intense, but in a very attractive way. It could be Scorpio or somebody with Scorpio in their chart. Very magnetic. Very, very attractive. Okay, 1 second. You have Pin and April coming out, a new job or career. That's what this energy could be as well with the Cobra. April is coming through with Aries energy. It could be an Aries as well, or someone with Aries in their chart. It does feel like something's waiting for you. Horseshoe, good luck. Yeah. This is a good thing, Sagittarius, for sure. Okay. You have Peacock at the bottom of the deck. Beware of great pride. This Cobra energy is also coming through with humility, with the beware of great pride, because I feel like maybe there could be this sort of energy of like wanting to be very like out there, or like part of what may be a bit of a defense mechanism, maybe being like very extravagant, or like the intention would be to put your best foot forward, but I feel like this energy would not appreciate that, like would not appreciate like showboating or being like very extravagant like this, right? Like I feel like honesty is what's coming through. Like honesty, vulnerability, humility, like the nightingale, which is the opposite of the peacock in some ways, right? Like, because it's not flashy, it's very modest, it's very humble, but the song is extravagant, right? Like it's something like that. Like there could be something to do with like superficial energies, but it doesn't have to be that exactly. it just feels like something that's like artificial or like superficial. That's not the right energy to approach this, is how it's coming through, because the Cobra would not tolerate that, is how it's feeling. Like what the Cobra wants is the Nightingale, which is humble and modest, but true. And like expressive, like authentically expressive is how it's coming through with that. Okay. But take your time with this again, Sagittarius. I feel like authentic expression is not really a challenge for Sagittarius, but maybe there is something here. Yeah, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. With the Darkness Moon. It's like you've put yourself in stasis is how it's feeling. Or maybe you are tied up with something. That could also be part of it as well. But it's like you have to finish this. That's just what's coming through here. Like there's something that you have to complete before you can go into this new thing. Yeah, Page of Wands. This feels like exploration of something new. It feels like going off on a new adventure, but I feel like there is timidness here, because the Page of Wands in reverse would be that, right? Like timidness, shyness, holding back a little bit. The Page of Wands is like, when it's upright, is like, has no fear, right? Like has no fear, jumps into any adventure, says yes to things, is very playful and exploratory. I feel like there is something like that. Like that might be part of the, like it feels wobbly, like it's not quite stable yet. Like the butterfly's wings are still a bit wet is how it's coming through. Like there's still a little bit of uncertainty or timidness that's coming through with whatever area in your life this relates to. Perhaps it is a new job though. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. It feels like something to do with like work or something that you will be working on. It feels kind of like this is, but it feels bigger than that, like spiritual work. Spiritual work is how it's feeling. Yeah. But this 8 of Pentacles is also coming through with like so much focus, right? Like this Cobra energy doesn't have to be a person. It could be for some of you, but it feels like something where it's like you're fully invested, you're engrossed in it. It's like when you're doing whatever this is, the 8 of Pentacles, it's like you lose track of time because you're so much in the flow of whatever this is. That's what this energy is talking about. It could be a new job or career, or something that has to do with work. Like it's so engrossing, like it's so all encompassing. It takes all of your focus and attention, but I feel like you're it's almost like you're holding yourself back from that because it's not time yet, or you still have to finish something else. Like it's like the energy, the metaphor, I guess, of what's coming through with this is like you have to get through all of like your errands or chores, or like the more mundane, for lack of a better word, things in your life, like the practical things, right? Like making sure everything's tidy and neat, right? Like your standards with the flag, before you can get started on this, which is the thing that's like actually very attractive and fun and healing, is also what's coming through with that. With the swan as well. This could also be something that is like a spiritual gift of yours with the Nightingale. Like it feels kind of like something where maybe you haven't unlocked this part of you yet. Like that's why it's coming through with the teacher energy, where it's like you're going to be learning something about yourself through this new experience. That unlocks a particular spiritual gift, or it doesn't have to be spiritual, it could be physical gift, right? Like, or like a skill or talent or a hobby or whatever. It's like it's going to unlock that. That's why you're so excited about it, is what it feels like. But there's still something here that's like, you gotta, it's like in the way almost. Like the cocoon is in the way. Whatever the cocoon is. Okay, what's this new thing? What else does Sagittarius need to know? The 9 of Wands, yeah. Okay, interesting. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay, the 9 of Wands talks about the wounded warrior. Maybe you were safeguarding against disappointment. This feels like the cocoon, right? This feels like the guardedness. Like you don't want to be disappointed by this. So there may be a bit of a like that, but that's the thing. Okay. Because I'm seeing you here, Sagittarius, as being like, this is you inside the cocoon or whatever. It's like, there's the boundary. There's the barrier that you have put up between you and this cobra, which is coming through as the Page of Pentacles, which is very interesting because it's kind of like, I'm seeing both of you as pages, actually. You're both equals in this. You're both equals in this. You're both pages. You're both wanting to start fresh on something, but in different areas, right? Like one's the Wands, one's the Pentacles. So it's kind of coming through like that. The Page of Pentacles is very grounded. This to me is very grounded, and because it's also coming through with this horseshoe good luck energy and the cobra, it's like determined to make something work, or like very willing to put in the hard work as well. Like it's like willing to put in the hard work on this new adventure, or whatever that means. But it's like, I feel like there's a bit of guardedness on your side, Sagittarius, because it's like you don't want to be disappointed, or this is an area of your life where you have encountered pain and heartbreak and disappointment, right? Like it's like you're holding this wand here, the Page of Wands. You're holding the wand, but you're also protecting the wand, right? Like you're protecting this area because it's something that you've had to go through healing on. And I feel like on some level the cobra understands and knows that. Like, because it's coming through with like, with the 9 of Wands here, the figure is holding one wand and there are 8 wands in the background, where the 8 of Wands is coming through with like messages or communication or intentions or energy that's being sent out. You at the moment may be sending out a vibration that you are being very protective of your energy at the moment. And I feel like the cobra, which is on the other side of this, understands. They're standing right outside of your boundary. They're standing right outside of your boundary, waiting for you to put the boundary down. That's how it's coming through. But very patiently and grounded, right? It's like they're not rushing you. They're not trying to hurry. Like it's kind of like they're fine here. They're fine here. They'll wait. They will wait, is how it's coming through, until you put down the boundary. I don't know why the camera keeps getting blurry. Okay. Again, take your time with this. The wounded warrior energy, the 9 of Wands, is something of like a Chiron energy that's coming through. Like, this is an area that you've had to heal within yourself. Yeah, the 4 of Cups. There's the Ace of Cups, right? It's like it's there. Whatever it is, it's right there. It's there for you. It's being offered to you, but you're focused on something that is that you are feeling very protective of. Yeah. You're feeling very protective of something. Okay, I'm going to pull one last card for the energy archaeology. Again, take your time. Take your time with it. There's no rush. This one. Wisdom. Teeth. Okay. Your wisdom is at the surface. You do not have to dive deep and excavate the core of yourself to see it. You do not need to turn yourself inside out to prove that you are wise. You simply need to find the right people, those who see it as readily as you do. The wise counsel you offer is unique. The opinions, guidance, responses, or initiations that only you can put forward. But it is not infallible, nor is it concerned with being right or wrong. It is simply the sum of your experience, knowledge, and wisdom, here to move you through the world. As it does, it also moves those around you. Wisdom cannot be proven, but it is felt. Your wisdom has deep roots. It is connected above and below, within and without, in this dimension and many others. It's precious and timeless, and through you, it graces this earth right when it's needed. No matter where it comes from, deep in the earth or worlds beyond, the wisdom you carry is yours to embody. Okay. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.